But without further ado, let me check my notes. Yeah, okay. Without further ado, let's get into this first topic here. Again, this is going to be the more serious or personal of the two. And over the past couple of months on Netflix, I've been watching a documentary series called Last Chance U. It's it's a documentary series on Netflix about junior college or community college. Well, I guess JUCO, community college, it's kind of the same there, of junior college football teams and their journey through the season and them trying to get to the NFL, or just, do whatever with their lives. And I finished the documentary, I finished the series a month or two ago, and man, I loved it. I thought it was really good. I enjoy, learning about these new places and seeing these, these kids in, I was going to say high school, but these kids in college, in their community college, and they're kind of being knuckleheads, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching and I'm like, dang, you guys have it. You're right there. You just need to focus. I really wish you guys would just, you're on the path, you're doing it right. Just stop being a knucklehead. But, it's also difficult to focus on that when you're a kid. And I was trying to think of myself. I'm like, man, I remember being young and just wanted to be a knucklehead and not realizing what I had or, where I was going, which led me to this thought that I wish somebody would make a documentary about my life. Not that it would be that interesting, especially not right now. And I'm not too worried about if other people watch it, but I'm more focused on the ability to see myself from an unbiased perspective. I feel like I have a lot of flaws and a lot of things I need to work on and things that need to change, things I need to be better about. But I'm not sure if you see the forest for the trees kind of thing. I don't know if that exactly applies here, but just I'm so stuck in my ways. I'm so, I don't know, stubborn or whatever. It's so hard for me to be oh, that's what I look like. That's what I look like to other people. That's how I act with other people. One of the main people in the documentary after the first season, he says oh, I watched the documentary and I saw myself and I went, I don't like that guy. I want to change that guy. He's speaking about himself, and I would like to make changes. I'm kind of in that boat, but again, I can't see myself from an unbiased perspective. And I feel like I could point out a few things. I can point out a few things that I'm doing. I'm like, okay, well, this definitely needs to be fixed. I need to eat better. I need to be more responsible with certain things. But it just feels like there's these big issues that I have. I just can't identify them or see them. But if I could see it from this third perspective, or just this unbiased perspective, like a documentary would, then I feel like I could be better about, changing it or whatever. And I feel like with other people, not that I'm an expert, but I feel like other people have told me about, this is a problem in my life, or this someone could be I used to work with this guy years and years ago. He was man, I just never have any money. Things are so expensive. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Things are expensive. And then, the day after payday or even on payday, he's like, dude, I just got the new AirPods. And in my head, I'm like, okay, dude, you can't complain about not having money when you're buying the new AirPods, right? So those two have to, you got to take responsibility on their part. So that's another thing. I wish there's all these things I wish I knew exactly. I need to take responsibility on this, but right now I'm just kind of stuck in my ways, and hopefully soon, I don't know how, but hopefully soon I can figure that out. But it's a great documentary, by the way, if you enjoy football, or if you really just enjoy a lot of the stories were very inspiring to me. I enjoyed hearing all their different stories, seeing a completely different side of life that I don't know about. It's cool to see that side, and honestly, I'm sitting there watching that show, I'm begging these kids, and I'm like, dude, you have it, dude, just stop being a knucklehead. So that's a thought that crossed my mind, was that a documentary or something, somebody film something about me, ask me questions, and I can watch it back and be like, oh, that's the kind of person I am, or that's how I really am. That's what I need to fix. Another thing, I just thought of this. When it comes to podcasts, I feel like I'm not a great speaker. Like I'm trying better to not rush what I'm saying. I feel like I think very quickly, so then my mouth is trying to keep up with my mind. I start speaking quickly and I get excited, so then I start yelling. I have to remind myself to kind of like, hey, slow it down, like, hey, slow it down, say a little bit. Now I have to slow it down, make sure I'm enunciating, make sure people can understand what I'm saying. All the time I'm so nervous to say something that I say it really fast, and no one can understand what I'm saying because I'm saying it so fast, just like that. Although I kind of did that intentionally.